few things more tragic than when young lives full of promise are suddenly snuffed out. Sadly, that's just what happened in our next story. Now investigators want to know why the dreams of 5 young college students went up in flames. When firefighters rushed to this raging house fire near Ohio State University, they were in for a tough fight. The fire had already engulfed an old Victorian house where 12 college students lived. Only hours earlier, a birthday party had been in full swing. No one was sure how many students were trapped inside. Scott Culpa was one of the firefighters who fought his way into the inferno looking for survivors.
When I got off the truck, I was put back. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And that's unlike me. You can ask any of the guys at my original company who's the first through the door. 99% of the time, it's me. And I was caught off guard by what I saw. So I looked over my right-hand shoulder, and I noticed the fire racing down the hallway. So real quickly, I was able to pull the lady out into the hallway. There was only one way to protect her from getting burned, so I literally laid right down on top of her. I had fished my arms through her arms, and I ended up crawling out on my knees and my forearms.
The team of firefighters managed to rescue 3 students before the flames consumed the house.
Now there's no visibility. Yeah, you could cut that smoke with a knife. It was that thick.
It puts me in awe, you know, to think like someone would come in that house, considering the conditions being so smoky, so much fire, and risk their lives to, you know, get me.
But the firefighters' triumph turned to tragedy when they discovered the charred bodies of 5 students trapped in a second-floor bedroom. The first victim, Alan Schlessman, an outstanding golfer, wanted to be the next Tiger Woods. He had just celebrated his 21st birthday with his friends that night. Alan's close friend, Kyle Raulin, came to Ohio State as a great athlete, too. He was not only an all-league soccer star, but also voted MVP for his high school's basketball team.
We want all of you to remember Kyle and Al as we will, as good people who enriched our lives and whom we'll never forget.
The other victims, 3 co-eds from Ohio University, were only visiting for the weekend. Erin DeMarco thought she might want to follow her dad into business. They shared long talks about her future and grew inseparable over time.
Come and visit me in my dreams, because you are not only my daughter, you are my best friend and the love of my life.
Christine Wilson realized her true passion just a week before she died. She was going to change her major to education so she could work with children. Andrea Dennis loved writing poetry, but she also liked to debate. So she was planning on a future in journalism.
5 young people had their lives snuffed out because God knows why. I mean, it makes no sense.
The loss of 5 lives was tragic enough, but this college community was dumbfounded when investigators determined the fire had been started deliberately.
Our house burned down. I mean, we can deal with that. We lost everything, we can deal with that. But the fact that 5 people died was the worst thing ever.
Police say the killer used an accelerant to fuel the fire. That's why it spread so quickly and with such devastating results.
It was frightening. I mean, it completely engulfed the front porch up to the 2nd floor.
Investigators suspect the motive may have been sparked by a fight the night of the party. It happened in a parking lot near the house. Police want to talk to a man described as a white male, 5'11", 200 pounds. He has blonde, shaggy hair.
Whoever set this fire knows he set it. You can't run. You know, sooner or later, you're going to slip up, you're going to mess up, and we're going to get you. We don't go away.
Columbus police also need your help with this clue. The possible suspect may have been wearing a dark blue jean jacket with a Snoop Dogg logo, similar to this one. And remember, the deadly fire broke out near the campus of Ohio State University on April 13th. For the families of the victims and the firefighters who were there, it's a date they will never forget.
There's not a day that doesn't go by since the fire that I don't look for a time machine to go back in time so I can do something different.
If you know anything at all, there are 5 families crying out for justice. Please, call us tonight at 1-800-CRIME-TV. I agree with the detective. Whoever started this fire is carrying a very heavy load, and he may be cracking under the pressure. He may have talked to someone about it or is acting strangely. This is a real tragedy, and we need to get to the bottom of it tonight. If you want more information about the fire, or if you want to study the crime scene photos, log on to amw.com. And please, if you know anything, leave your tip there or call our hotline, 1-800-CRIME-TV. And I give you my word, you can remain anonymous. Now stay right there because we need your help on a lot more cases when we come back.